Well, Leo, happy birthday. How about a reading about your blind spot? These have been really cool readings. I'm going to pull a card to look at what kind of situation is going on, and then we'll ask some questions. We'll clarify everything. Come along. We'll look at underlying energies. Let's just get right into this. I just did a freaking awesome Scorpio reading, and I'm all jazzed from that. So I hope yours is as great. Okay, Leo. Okay, you get a situation where it's time to quit your job. I don't mean your job, although it could be that. I mean a burden. You're carrying a burden. What is it? It's time to put it down. Okay. What's going on? I feel like, Leo, I've been telling you you can put this burden down for a good while and you're fixed, right? So I saw this. There's a little bit of control, a Four of Pentacles. This is about fear. It causes you to grab hold of Four Pentacles. There is so much more that you could have. This is very similar actually to that Scorpio reading, is that there's a thing, a Ten of Wands, now that I think about it, was also in that reading. So there must be something more broadly in the collective where we're coming up against, in the fixed signs, which you are fixed, where we're having trouble. You, Leo, you're having trouble letting go of something for reasons of security. But when you let go of it, and we'll see, but the chances are, and because I see, I don't pull this card because it's not upright, but a new inspiration, an exciting new beginning could be coming in for you, Leo. So, but you have to put down what you've been doing in order to have that excitement. All right, so let's find out about this. We're going to pull from the Cosmic Coven Tarot. It's a nice feeling deck. Let's see. So the first thing we're going to ask is how is it that you already see yourself, Leo? You see yourself in a certain way, and sometimes it's that can get it in our way, but let's just see. How do you see yourself? Ooh, fantastic. You see yourself as the magician. You have all the tools. You're able to manifest the world that you want to see, to live in, right? You have the sword, the wand, the cup, the pentacle. You're a manifester. Very, very powerful. Very, very magical. You even have the book. Yeah, you're using sage. Wait, I thought I saw a wand, but that's sage. Where's the wand? I guess the sage is the wand, sorry. I like this book too. It's like a herbal. Like you have access to magic. And you have a glass of wine. Okay. So what is your blind spot? Temperance. Temperance. That's a beautiful card for temperance. So temperance is a little bit of a stuck energy. You get stuck here because you're kind of alchemizing, waiting for the right moment. This is a very kind of dynamic image for temperance. Because looking at like what's going on with her foot. Oh, I see. That's the image of her stuckness. So she's stuck in this. It's like an iceberg. You want to break free, but you're stuck a little bit, right? So that's so you don't see something here. And this was true, I think, with Libra or Capricorn. So there is a feeling of like, I've got this, I'm ready to go to the next level. But the card said there's something you're not seeing and it's keeping you stuck. And so that's a little bit what's coming up here for you, Leo. Okay, so why don't you see this? The sun. So Leo, this was true with the Aries reading as well. So the sun, which is your sense of, this is your happiness. You're happy. This is who you are. This is your true self. This is preventing you this is keeping you stuck, from preventing you from moving on. All right, so let's say like you have a job. You're the magician at this job. You're just so damn good at this job. But it's time to quit that job, right? Because you got the 10 of Wands here. But you're stuck. You know you need to quit, but you're stuck. Why are you stuck? Because you're identified with this job. Like, this is who you are. You're identified with this work, right? It doesn't have to be a job. It could be something else. It really comes in as something that you're very, very skilled at. But then you're like, hey, I can't get out of here, right? And you don't see that you're stuck there, right? I see it because it's like that. Because this is your blind spot. So we'll find out more. But you've really identified with this job. So job, it's a burden. What's your burden? That's what this is about. You might not even experience this as a burden, Leo. Okay, let's keep looking. So why should you even want to see this? Oh, this is about your contentment. This is about happiness. So this is the happiest card in the tarot. You think this is you, but there's contentment elsewhere for you, right? There's this that hasn't come in yet. Boop. Exciting. All right. So that's why you should want to see it. And how will you incorporate it? 7 of Wands. There's some kind of battle that you have to go through. Like, this is everybody else's willpower, and you have to stand in your own willpower. So let me just suggest that there could be there's like, you are recognized. You are the chief, the firefighter chief, right, Leo? You are the one, the big guy, the big gal, the big them in this career. And everybody identifies you with that burden, right? So we have to see you going ahead and saying, nope, this is who I really am. So you're going to have to deal with other people's opinions about you because you're very supported and validated in this. Like, so this is very much kind of a reading about workaholism. Whatever the work is, you're very identified with it. And then you get a lot of positive support for that. And so if you're going to get this contentment, this is about contentment, emotional contentment. You have to kind of give up this glamour shot. Like, it really very much like a 6 of Wands feeling to me. And Leo, this is your card, the Sun, or one of your cards. So this is you getting all this attention, and you're very visible in this and recognized, and this much more peaceful, happy freedom for you. It's going to mean that you resist really caring what other people think. This is like totally against your nature, Leo. What's on the bottom here of this deck? Ooh, yeah, one card. It is the 2 of Cups. This is you. This is justice. This is a soulmate connection. But to me, it's coming in like you and your partner having a glass of wine at the end of the day. A lovely freedom, right? Because we can see you're trying to get there here, but you're stuck in that iceberg. Okay, let's clarify. This is cool. I want to know, what's that iceberg? It's coming in as your sense of identity. That's no small thing. All right, so you see yourself as this magician. That you are highly skilled. You're making it happen. You got the recipe book. You got all the tools. You're magic, baby. You're like at the top of your game. The Lovers. It's a choice. It's coming in for everybody. Why is that? What's going on out there? I haven't been paying attention to astrology very much. What's going on in Gemini right now? Are there any Leo astrology nerds that can clue us in? Why are the Lovers showing up in all of these blind spot readings? And it feels like a choice. Okay. Sorry. There's the Chariot. That's momentum. Very powerful. Coming from inside. You are self-motivated. There's your resistance. This is how you integrate this in the beginning. I mean, this is this card. How you integrate this blind spot. We're already seeing it here as something that you understand you're good at. You have integrity. You're very wandsy and powerful. And then there's your mind. You know that you're Six of Swords. It's a movement. You need to leave. You're actually emotionally disturbed here. You're quite good at this. You already know that you resist leaving because you know you resist leaving. Chariot is leaving. Seven of Wands is a resistance. Six of Swords. It's both like literally leaving and mentally leaving. So you know that. You actually know you're stuck as this magician. I feel that. I feel like you want to leave, but you can't because you're identified with this work overly. So let's see if we can help you. So you're here you are. You think you're flying, but you're stuck. You want to leave, but you're stuck. Why is that your blind spot? How is that? Grief. You have some big feelings about this. It would be a huge loss to leave this. And so I always like this particular Five of Cups. This is painful, right? All of these losses, these are emotional. There's your Two of Cups, right? That's this. It's underlying here. When you're done grieving this, you can turn around, pick up that Two of Cups, go over that bridge. There's your new life, okay? But you need to grieve, right? And it's painful. And there's anxiety. You're up all night. Insomnia, anxiety. Wow. And Page of Wands. There's somebody on the outside who's saying, Leo, there's something else for you out there in a whole other world. Page of Wands comes from another country altogether. They're the outsider. I think there's one voice around you who's like, you're not happy. And you can listen to that voice because you're not. You're very well recognized, but you're very unhappy, Leo. Trying to think about my Leos. I've been getting messages. Didn't I get a message for you, Leo, that you have like something kind of magnificent to do last month? I can't remember. I feel like it. I identify with the Page of Wands as a queer person, but the Page of Wands is just somebody who's on the outside of your life looking in and is like, yeah, you're great at that, but you're not happy. You're miserable. And yeah, it'll be a big loss to leave that, but you're miserable. Your head is really wonky. The swords are uncomfortable here. Okay, so why you don't see it? Because this is who you think this is who you are. You think this is who you are. Yeah, there you are. Another one of your cards. Strength. So strength, your card, it's like an ability to tame your violence with love, and it's very beautiful. So like, if you are maybe taming and calming and trying to control and tamp down a part of you in order to be this other part of you, because we have two different representations of you, Leo, the Sun and Strength. So you, in your very nature, in these cards that represent you, you're repressing the lion, which is a passion. It's this. You're repressing your passion in some way in order to be good and responsible and show up for this. Wow. There's Temperance again, right? That's your blind spot. Temperance. So you are divinely supported to alchemize this into a new day. There's the sun rising. You're supported by this angel. It's a much less of a stuck feeling, but just like the cosmic coven, there's a 1 foot in the water, like the iceberg in the other one. 1 foot on land. So that's your feelings and the ground, like you're grounded. But your feelings are, so when in this deck you can look at the texture of the water, it's disturbed, right? And you're taking the time to feel your way through it. And then you leave. There's a missing cup. There's there's a lack of contentment here. So this is why you don't see it. If you see it, you'll have to leave. And you're identified with it deeply. You think what you're doing, this burden that you're carrying, is you. And until you free yourself from that, you're stuck, right? And then this is why you would want to, because there's the 9th cup. There's the contentment that is missing here. So let's see. What is this? What is this contentment? I want more info. Wow, it's emotional fulfillment with others. It's not just alone. 9's being content in and of yourself. 10, community, family. There's like a groundedness and a real offer. It's a new, young kind of feeling. And there's some fire. There's like no leader. It looks just like a big rowdy sporting event. So 5 of Wands, it's competition, it's conflict. I like it. To me, it's like anarchy. It's there's no boss. And so you just get to get out there on the playing field and everybody's got an idea. And so if you like that, it seems like, it reminds me of like sitting at my, the table at my sister and brother-in-law's house. My brother-in-law's a Leo and my sister, Leo rising. So it's like this, all of this energy and chaos and brilliance and creativity, and everybody's smart and funny. And I just like to sit back and enjoy it because there's a lot of Leo energy. I have it too. It's in my moon. Yeah, it feels like that. It feels fun. So this contentment feels, it doesn't feel boring. It feels like a new beginning, and it feels fun, and it feels like there's a lot of love in it. Family. Okay? How you integrate this. So that's why you would want to integrate this. So then how you do it is the 7 of Wands, which is about resisting the opinions and wills of others. Let's see here. The Empress. Wow. You got a lot of major arcana here, Leo. So the Empress is abundance, earth herself. Like, she can create anything. She's so creative. Like the earth, like abundance, resilience. So like knowing you're kind of stuck on being the sun, but you could be the Empress too. You know, it's like a different role that's also magnificent awaits you. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. This is emotional intelligence, quiet. See, you don't talk a lot when you're a King of Cups, like the way that Scorpios are secretive and mysterious. So the reason that you don't is because you're the king and there's a whole kingdom, and it's like people can come to you and talk about their feelings, and you're a good listener. This feels very peaceful. Yes, and it's a new beginning. Look at you, the Fool. This is very big reading. Leo, I just feel like month after month I'm telling you it's time to quit your job, whatever this job is, and start something new. And it's divinely supported. It's liberating. It's there's no need to fear poverty. Like this is a little bit of fear of poverty. The pentacles being money. I see why you aren't quitting this job. You're very identified with this burden. Like you're afraid that you won't know who you are without this burden. There's just something new for you where you get to be the Empress and the King of Cups, and you're starting on a new journey. The reason that you're not able to just easily do that is twofold. One is you're overly identified with this, but also two, you're recognized for it. Other people think, why would you quit this? You're great at it. But there is something else for you to do. And it doesn't take you down to the bottom of the pile. It's a new journey with the Fool. You're just footloose and fancy free, right? Your burden is light. You just have the one little bag over your shoulder with the one little wand. The white flowers represent undefended love. Yeah, you're just gonna have to a couple cards. You're gonna have to ride off with your willpower, right? There's all these people that are holding these wands. Like you could think about them as like a mob, and you're defending yourself against the mob. Like where did we see that? Yeah, this is another image of that here. In a way, this underlying card says, just take off. Just take your passion, right? Just take this, let it come in, take a hold of it, and ride off. Like the Knight of Wands. That's your fire energy, Leo. And then celebrate with your friends. Period. The freedom is here for you when you're ready for it. And we see why you're not ready for it yet, because this is kind of a big thing you're going to put down. But there's something great for you in its place. So I'm excited for you, Leo. I can see you're not quite ready. But when you see that you're stuck, and you don't, and this little peaceful glass of wine with your partner, and this little peaceful glass of wine with your friends, like the glass of wine it simply represents your emotional contentment. It's waiting for you. It's restful. It's still exciting and fun and silly. But it's really like, at peace. Yay, I'm excited to wake up every day and do whatever this is that's next. And that's your blind spot. The next thing is going to be just as great as the current thing. All right. Have a beautiful day, Leo. Let me know.